Good morning. Happy F It All Friday. And welcome to a new season of my Writer Corner. First, I want to let you all know that I have finished the final draft of book 3, um, Ally's Deceit, and the cover is almost ready, so it should be released by the end of this month. Second, I am 2 weeks from the end of the spring semester with the expectation of ending up on the Dean's List again. Took chemistry and molecular bio. Planning on taking chemistry 2 and pre-calculus over the summer, which starts like 4 days after the spring semester ends. I talk good. It's been a hot minute. Don't mind me. Um, so what is there to talk about? I started book 4, and yeah, there was like 80 pages written of part of one character's storyline. So I basically have a whole book to write. That's going to take a hot minute. I am 3 semesters out from getting my associate's degree in biology, with every expectation of transferring out to UB next fall, not this coming fall, and continuing on to get my bachelor's and then my master's in microbi. And probably eventually my doctorate, because you can't do anything without a PhD anymore. And by that time, I'll probably be like 50 at least, and have maybe 10 good years left in me of research. But we'll see how things go. As far as the book goes, I can't really speak to certain character storylines without spoiling the third book. But the majority of the main characters are still there. For any of you who are wondering, Blythe's storyline will be followed. Mythos' storyline will be followed. Princess Isadora and Prince Glaves. Prince Gordon and Princess Anya's. Who else? Hajib, his storyline. And Chiefess Kaelin. And also King Tarek, his storyline is going to be followed as well. Probably not to the extent that it was in, earlier books, because, I mean, spoiler alert, the Elven Civil War is over. And, yeah, so that's done. But for any who have read the first 2 books, the Corellon Sephiroth, the big tournament that Blythe and Mythos have been talking about fighting in, is a good chunk of this book. So there's that. Yes, I am back out kayaking after 6 months, and as you can probably tell from this video, all of that weight that I lost over the 6 months between, April and October, I put back on with interest, because I was sick and the weather was absolutely balls, as those of you who live in Western New York know. Yeah, from Thanksgiving on, it sucked. So we're finally starting to get some decent weather. You may be able to tell from the background that it is still overcast, but it's like 62 degrees out. So I was not about to pass up this opportunity. Besides, I'm going to a fancy little shindig tonight, and I wanted to sort of mention that before next week, when I will probably talk more about it, but it's at the Botanical Gardens up in Buffalo. Last month, I, being a student, got a membership to not only the Botanical Gardens, but also the Albright Knox Art Gallery. I spent like 3 glorious hours at the art gallery over spring break. It was wonderful. I found myself some new art that I am absolutely in love with. The gardens were nice, but it was a weekend. It was spring break. It was kind of crowded, so that was not, ideal. But I did go on other adventures, and if you follow my YouTube channel, you will see the little videos that I posted. None of them were overly long, because, well, Because, we'll leave it at that. Because. And what else can I talk about? It's not a terrible day out. Oh, I am no longer working in Hamburg. Back in January, I got a job offer at a facility in Jamestown. It's like 40 minutes on a bad day from my house. It is 10 minutes from campus. It paid 10 cents less than the Hamburg job. So, yeah, why wouldn't I? Good insurance. Well, decent insurance, anyways. Um, yes, I am near the goose nesting grounds as I'm sitting here recording. That's why I've got a different background than I did last year. I had a near death experience a couple of weeks ago, so I am in no rush to go and pester those vicious birds anytime soon. What else? It's been, well, like I said, I finished the Way of the Fist Book 3. It took me just over a year because there was a lot that needed done. This next one, Corlan Zephyroth, is probably going to take me a little bit longer, especially with college, because I'm taking a lot of chemistry, and chemistry requires a lot of math, and I cannot math to save my life. And yeah, so it's going to require extra attention. I'm also taking French in the fall. I have not taken or spoken much French since high school, so that's going to be interesting. But as a friend of mine said, it's just like riding a bike. So here's hoping. I'm also taking ecology and organic chem this fall. And then next spring is organic chem 2 and genetics. And then I will have my associates. So that's all very exciting. What else? Is my word? Yes. I apologize for anyone who is annoyed by that one. But, we all have a word. Some of us it's some of it's there's other ones out there. But anyways, so yeah, lots going on in my life. My daughter moved back home. My younger child is my younger child. We went to the the Cherry Blossom Festival last weekend. Unfortunately, we had a minor mishap, so there were no videos from the Cherry Blossom Festival. I really don't have much else to talk about. It's, a new season, so hopefully you will stay tuned. I have every intention of posting a video every Friday. Most of them will likely be from here. And around 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, they will be available because I get out of work at 7, and it's like a 20-minute drive from there to here. And I just need my hydrotherapy. I'm actually out here twice a week now, but I will only be recording on Fridays. So I look forward to talking at you more. And as always, like and subscribe. Feel free to comment if you have any suggestions, opinions, what have you. All right, well, y'all have a good weekend and stay safe. And may the 4th be with you.